Hello, and it is June the 3rd, so therefore this is day 3 of my 30 days of singing. This morning it's a Saturday morning, so as normal I am just making sure that my group Virtually Vocalese are aware that I've got my Saturday morning live vocal warm-up that I'm going to be doing in just a minute. So I've just come online just to check that everyone's been invited, and I can see 1 or 2 people are definitely going to turn up. So next I've got to go down and set everything up ready. I watched some of the videos yesterday that the singers sent me to have a look. Well, they put it on the group actually, and how informative was that? It was fantastic, and I'm so grateful to them because it's so brave to actually post their videos. And of course they do have the security of knowing that it is a private group, which means that their videos are not for public consumption. So anyway, I'm going to be talking a little bit this morning about my thoughts having watched the videos. Some very simple tips for immediate steps that they can take to make some improvements to the way in which they practice on their own. Okay, so I'm just going to go and do that now. I'm going to pause this video and continue downstairs. It's a gloriously sunny day out there. I don't know if you can see how bright that sunshine is. This is where I'm going to be doing the vocal warm-up from. And I often do little videos from just here. The light's quite good, not so great when it swings around and it's really very bright on my face. One of my students actually was a bit concerned that the video that she uploaded yesterday within Virtually Vocalese, that it was actually visible to other people, but I've just checked her Facebook profile and I can't see the video, so she's fine. This is a live broadcast this morning. What that means is that for the group, the benefit, the value of the group is that, of course, I do it live. They watch it wherever they are, and then the recording stays on the group, so they can watch it at any time during the week and repeat it if they wish. Okay, so there we are, and I'm just going to have to set it up by clicking on that. So just to kind of give an idea as to what I'm going to talk about this morning, it's basically a vocal warm-up and very useful to singers in isolation. Like I was saying yesterday, one of the real benefits, I think, of doing this kind of work like this is just that I'm helping them when they're working on their own remotely. And this morning is going to be about just re-establishing some of those very basic rules for singers when you're working on your own. Is pay attention to the small stuff. You know, you can imagine there's always this desire for lots of singers to feel that they've really got to be doing very complicated and difficult exercises to be literally limbering up the instrument, and that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to pay attention to the absolute basic stuff. Posture, your breathing, a very important thing. Onset, the moment when your vocal folds actually make contact and eventually we hear your sound. Not enough understanding, I feel, is really inbuilt into lots of singing lessons where people are not taught in enough detail to know exactly what is happening and why things might be going wrong and how they can be improved. So we're going to be talking about that this morning. And there's this big topic called the passaggio, an area of your voice where things don't quite run so smoothly as you would like. It's like a kind of register change where your notes, sung notes, can become or feel a bit wobbly, and it's really a question of knowing how to deal with those. So that's what I'm going to be dealing with, but now I've got to set it up because I've only got about 3 minutes to get ready. Okay, more later. Okay, so I've just finished doing the live Saturday morning live vocal warm-up. So yes, I did talk about your posture and being aware why posture is so important, because it's actually a total balance through your body that you have to be aware of. And not only is it beneficial to you as a singer, it's beneficial to you as a human being going forward, that you think about correcting some of those maybe habits that you've got into in life that are maybe putting more stresses and strains on bits of your anatomy than you really need. And of course, as a singer, your instrument is right inside, you know, your larynx. And so if your muscles are involved in different activities, say, let's say habitually you tend to stand with your hips pushed forward, all right, that will your spine will counterbalance the weight of your head by pushing your head forward slightly, so that your center point of balance is kind of moved somehow, all right, which of course puts more pressure on the muscles in your neck to hold your head in that position. So as singers, we try to correct all of that and think about that center point. And it's really important focus, because so much comes from that. Next is when you're doing a warm-up, I've seen it in so many people that you become absolutely preoccupied with the vocal sound you are making, because you are listening to it rather than internalizing it and thinking about what your little vocal folds are actually doing when they come together to make sound. It's such a simple notion. So what am I doing? I'm alternating between a ss and a zzz. So your vocal folds are apart for the zzz, for the s hissy bit, but they're actually coming together for the zzz. So you're actually exercising your little vocal folds. And I've actually set some kind of guidelines for what they might like to fess up to next Friday. And that is how they work methodically on their vocal warm-up. There is a sequence, and it's a great little sequence to go through, because we're talking muscular habit here, and we're trying to get your body to learn the right way to get a good sound out. Okay, so no pyrotechnics this morning, though I did give a little bit of a challenge towards the end, a slightly more complicated exercise with an extended portion at the end, which will really challenge how you're using your breath, the flow of breath. But we'll see how they get on with that. And it's great because I've just finished, I just turned the camera and you can see we've got some lovely sort of interaction, comments. So that's my Saturday morning. I think I have earned a nice cup of coffee or something like that, and it is a glorious day outside. But anyway, more later.